Don't pirate this game or Konami's gonna come get you. Piracy harms legitimate consumers, and we're gonna legitimately harm you if you try to play this 28-year-old PS1 game without our approval. For God's sakes, have some self-control. This isn't City of God on DVD. This is Crypt Killer on PS1. Doesn't that opening kind of remind you of Mortal Kombat with the crazy Eastern-looking demon? Cool stuff. There's some scary pre-rendered gargoyles. They're coming to get you. But thankfully we've got the cause of and solution to all of life's problems in our hands there. That font doesn't really look befitting of a game where you're gonna shoot skeletons and zombies and other spookums. Looks like something that belongs in Rakuga Kids for the N64. Yeah, that's totally a thing that I know and recognize, says you, the audience member. I like the way the announcer says that. It really gets you in the mood to do some crypt killing, so to speak. Just, bah, bah, bah. There's us, by the way. We're a pretty lady. Like that SpongeBob thing. Am I a pretty girl? I feel like in modern times, Twitter people would get angry about that. Why are they playing this as a joke? SpongeBob can be a pretty girl if he wants to. 6 different worlds to pick from. That's a bit more than I expected for a game of this caliber. Quite honestly. Let's stare at this door for a few minutes, and eventually a scary talking head is gonna lecture us on stuff.
Do not be surprised. I am Yanoza, the spirit of travel. I will join you on this adventure for a while.
Well, that was certainly odd. A strange, mysterious, talking, floating head starts speaking to you, and the next thing you know, here you are, and just on a total rampage, just bah, bah, bah. Some kind of schizophrenia simulator. Maybe there's gonna be a twist at the end of the game, where we learn that the main character wasn't even shooting skeletons in the woods. He was just in a shopping mall doing this. What a twist. What have you done, you maniac? So anyway, I think this was in arcades at some point. Well, yeah, of course it was in arcades. Stupido, but they did something unusual with the arcade board, where it was just like a modified PS1 that had been retooled to be arcadey or something like that. Some guy did a video on it, but I don't remember his name, so sorry whoever that was. Look out, it's Minecraft creepers. Oh ho ho. It did kind of look like them, in terms of shape at least. You know, somebody wrote a Minecraft joke book once where... Uh-oh, here's the head again.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here.
So in this spot, we've got multiple paths. You can figure out which path is the right path by walking up to it and listening to hear if Saria's song still plays. Gamer humor. But yeah, they give you choices in life.
Let's go.
And just like in real life, it doesn't really matter in the long run. It's like that meme with the cow going to the slaughterhouse. All of our choices lead to the same thing, and there is no escape. Like that Beavis and Butthead episode where they went to an escape room. I was watching that the other day. For those of you who don't know, the premise was that, they were going to the escape room, but they got mixed up as to which door to go in, and so they went into the bathroom instead, and they thought that was the escape room, and they spent the whole episode trying to figure out how to get out of the bathroom. The Beavis and Butthead reboot gives me good confidence for the King of the Hill reboot. Seems Mike Judge really hasn't lost a step after all these years. Still got lots of funny ideas to explore. Lots of flashing lights in this, huh?
What's the deal with all of these flashing lights?
This is clearly a product of a time when regulations on epileptic seizures was definitely not a thing. Guess a similar game that also had that problem was Air Zonk for the TurboGrafx 16. What is it with me and all these obscure references today? Oh yeah, these mummies make the same sound as the imps from Doom when you shoot them. There's some cool trivia for you, but yeah, what is it with me? These obscure references, first it was Rakuga Kids and now it's Air Zonk. People don't know these things, but perhaps they should. Did you see that little cloth almost floated into the next scene, but it's not programmed to do so. Here's the big talking head again. Feel like I'm watching CNN with all of these talking heads, haha. Political humor, fuck, what was I gonna say? So yeah, I guess another example of seizure-inducing flashing lights was that infamous episode of Pokemon. That wasn't an urban legend, that was a real thing. There was a episode of the Pokemon anime that had to get pulled from TV because it was giving seizures to all the kids. They even had a parody of it on The Simpsons once, where the Simpsons went to Japan and the TV show said, and now back to fighting seizure robots, and then all the Simpsons just fall to the floor with heavily dilated eyes. Good stuff. So, have we made the really obvious joke with all the skeletons in this? Let's just get it out of the way now.
Oh no, the skeleton coming out! I live!
Yeah, see, you thought I was gonna do spooky, scary skeletons, but then I subverted your expectations. I guess a third choice would have been that clip where JonTron says, "Yeah, I've got a bone to pick with you." I'm saying all this as there aren't even any skeletons on the screen. Poor timing on my part. So anyway, yeah, what are some other light gun games out there? I think they remade House of the Dead for PS5 recently.
So that's nice.
Someday I'll get around to playing that, I'm sure. Eventually... Did we die?
Certainly looks that way.
Okay, since this is a scary game, we gotta put in some scary initials. See, yeah, there you go.